Hello and welcome to the Heroes of the Storm Balance Patch Notes March 29th, 2022. Let's take a look at what's changing for us in the Nexus. Quick navigation and bug fix. Okay, so we're going to have hero balance changes and bug fixes. And hopefully, but I don't think so, Volskaya in, Hanamura out. I'm going to keep saying this, Blizzard. If you want me to stop saying this, then you're going to have to actually follow through. And I'll give you credit for it, but no Hanamura, Warhead, and then add Volskaya. What do you think? Anyway, let's go in. Anub'Arak, Johanna, Artanis, Thrall, Varian, Alexstrasza, Rehgar, Whitemane, Alarak, Cassia, Chromie, Gul'Dan, and Sergeant Hammer. Predictions? I think Anub'Arak nerf, Johanna nerf, Artanis buff, Thrall rework? I don't know. Buff? I think rebalancing to make talent win rates work out. Varian Twin Blade buff, Alexstrasza buff, Rehgar nerf, Whitemane buff, Alarak rebalancing of win rate talents, I would say. Cassia buff, Chromie nerf, Gul'Dan buff to Q build, I would imagine, and Sergeant Hammer a buff to unsieged play. These are my predictions. Now let's see what's actually going to come and happen. Anub'Arak, spell armor increase from 20 to 25, so that takes it from a baseline of 40 to 60 to a baseline of 40 to 65. That's an Anub'Arak buff. That's quite surprising. Now keep in mind that the Beetle talent has the highest win rate because it's the most brain dead pick, but this is very strong. It is competitively picked in CCL and whatnot, and so I am surprised and I disagree with this. Subterranean Shield has been the least popular and less good level 7. It used to be meta, it no longer is. It gets a buff, probably because it has a lower win rate than the others. I think that is fine, but also I disagree with it. Urticating Spines is the least popular 13. It gets buffed, and so it makes sense from the perspective of balancing out talents, but I disagree with it. I think it is quite strong. Even though the other two, the Beetle talent has the best win rate because it's wave clear and it fits in with the Beetle build, and the auto attack talent is generally most popular in competitive, but you can go full W build and it gives a lot of strength to Urticating Spines because you get a 4-second cooldown instead of 7, so I also disagree with this. I think Anub'Arak is a top 3 tank. I don't think he needs any of these buffs. Acid Drenched Mandibles also gets buffed and the duration gets buffed. I heavily and strongly disagree with this. I think this is a big mistake. I don't know why they are doing this. Cryptweave gets a buff, and I agree with this. This is a meme talent that should never be picked, and making it better is going to be hilarious. Yeah, have you thought about maybe like nerfing Beetles instead? Which is such an easy build and should therefore be the lowest win rate, or at least competitive. Because it is the easiest, it plays itself, it's not supposed to be able to have the same skill expression as harder talents. This should be lower win rate instead of the highest. Or at least the same. Anyway, weird, yeah. Weird, okay. Less damage on E, I think that's correct. Johanna is often a top hero damage dealer. This is a good change, the first good change I would say in the patch notes so far. This one is okay, but this is good. Roar. Less bonus damage and Blessed Hammer, less cooldown reduction. I agree with both of these. I think these are good changes. And I think this is going to actually push Johanna to not need to be first picked anymore. First ban, first pick. Right now she has a 95% popularity in terms of banning or picking, with about 75% bans and the rest of it picks, 20% or so. These are all going to help to bring that down a bit, and I think that's nice. More hits, less CDR, less damage. Okay. I don't know exactly how that will play out. It reads like a nerf, but to say it's different, you'll hit more enemies and more allies, but it's less damage, so there's more healing. Differentiate good and great costs. Okay. So CDR will be based on hitting more targets rather than hitting fewer. So you can't just CDR on just 2 targets anymore. You'll have to CDR on like 3, 4 plus. I think that makes sense. That's good reasoning, and this is fine. Overall, really good Johanna changes. 1 down, 1 up in terms of my agreement with it. Okay, go on. Artanis. Health reduced. Now, keep in mind, I just checked. As much as I love Artanis and I'm biased and I want him to be buffed, Artanis has the Top 10 win rate across the board in Storm League as per heroesprofile.com, and top 25 in Master and Diamond still, which is quite surprising considering Master Diamond players are god tier players and never make mistakes. Health regeneration and health down. Less shield as well, and shield surge has been buffed. Oh, so actually kind of true. Artanis in Storm League is good, and so we're gonna see a little bit less of him. That's a pity. I'm still gonna play him, but I will feel these nerfs. I'm assuming this is the usual 4%. It actually looks like it's even less, but usually they do 4%. So that's a pity. It's gonna hurt his survivability, but it's less than 4%. It's fine then, right? And I never picked this. Thrall, a little bit more health and a tiny amount. I mean, is that even worth the man hours on it? It's 1.2%, 1.4. This is like 1.2% as well from just ballpark feeling. So I think that's fine. And then elemental momentum barely gets picked, and you'll have more CDR when you cast or Wind Fury or abilities or something on heroes. I think that's fine. This one gets picked the least. It's the worst in my opinion. So let's see how that works out. Yeah, cool. I think that's good changes. So this is, by the win rates, it's good, but by my preference, it's not good, okay? Because I like Artanis. But I think it's an okay change. Varian. Heroic Strike, cooldown reduction. Oh, wow. This is going to buff all Varian builds, but especially Twin Blades. More Heroic Strikes also means more procs of the 13. Maybe they should nerf that one by comparison if they do not intend this side effect. Lion's Maul, more damage per stack. Okay. I guess it's still... Oh, wow. They didn't change the amount of stacks. So you're going to do 25 more damage after 25 stacks. Colossus Smash. Wait, what? How is this a mild buff to Taunt and Sea Smash? Wait, let me read Twin Blades again. There might be something I am missing. Checking. Varian. Twin Blades. Twin Blades reads... Reduce Heroic Strikes cooldown by 9. Okay. And his baseline is... What is it, 20? So he goes from 18 to 9. But he gets the same benefit of 3-second CDR per auto. Except he attacks twice as fast. So Twin Blades benefits the most from this. And then they say it buffs Taunt and Sea Smash the most. 9-second CDR, not 9-second CD. That's the same thing. It's 18 seconds total. Twin Blades doesn't benefit. It's always every third auto. Oh, basic attacks reduce the cooldown by 9. Right. Oh, okay.
6 very fun-filled years, my friend. Smiley face. So many pyroblasts and lasers.
Yo, thanks, mate. Yeah, it's okay, I see that now. So it buffs Sea Smash and Taunt, okay. And Sea Smash, more damage and more armor. Oh, wow. More damage and more auto, more armor reduction. Nice. So Sea Smash is going to do way more damage. Twin Blades is mostly unaffected at all. And Taunt will have bit more damage. Interesting. So Varian will be even better. Varian Taunt at doing what he's meant to do, which is to delete a single target. Pretty sick. Let's see how Sea Smash is. It's still super vulnerable. I feel like Sea Smash is really bad. Gift of Life. Additional functionality. Passive health regeneration. Wow. Wait, what? That... How... This is a bit strange because Gift of Life is her basic ability, right? That's her basic ability. sacrifice health and heal an ally. How does a basic ability regenerate health? I think it's just on the Q because her trait is overloaded. This is meant to be on D, no? Like, it's baseline. It has an inbuilt... How can a basic ability have an inbuilt passive? Ability costs life, therefore it's appropriate to have regen on it to counteract some. They're putting a passive on it in Q. Yeah, but... It's her... If it's always active and it's unrelated to her Q cooldown, then why don't you just buff her baseline regeneration? It's meaningless where it is. It's an audit passive. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. Whatever. It's just... So she always has more health regen. That's pretty crazy. 2.5 times. Not related to Q. Talents. Tough Love. Changed functionality. Gift of Life grants its armor 10... Grants its target 10 armor for 2.5 seconds. Increased to 30 armor while Alexstrasza is above 75% health. What is it right now? Thank you for this up. Right now it is... While she's above 75, then it gives 30 armor for 2.5. And in the future it will be 10 when she's not. Okay, that's nice. Added functionality, yeah? Overprotective is now a 6-second shield. Oh, good. Keep in mind, these two are much less popular than the other pick at level 16. Draconic Discipline is by far the most common. And now she will also have increased Dragon Queen's basic attack healing. Damn! That's a big buff, though. This is an insane buff. Alex E-build is already the best. Like, the most Alex mains, when they go for E-build Dragon Queen, they win the game at 1620. I feel like Alex needed W-build buffs. She needed Q-build buffs, maybe. And she needed a nerf on Dragon Queen power. But I understand it's not fun to nerf Dragon Queen. And that's what makes her unique. So that's like the payoff for having a Saki healer the whole game. But she's gonna be a raid boss. It's gonna be sick. Rehgar, more health. Right? Oh no, sorry. Less health. I'm joking. Just checking if you are paying attention. Less health. Purge cooldown increase from 45 to 6. You know what I really want for Rehgar? The ability to differentiate whether I'm ally casting or not. I want like talent number for ally cast or enemy. Because I misclick on enemies. Anyway, cooldown increase from 45. Okay. Nerfs, this is all correct. He's the highest win rate hero in the game right now in Storm League. Colossal Totem, bonus totem health reduced. Earth Living Enchant, less health when people are low and they receive a heal. Less attack speed reduction. Less, more CD reduction for Purge, but it's still less than before. Earth Grasp Totem deals less damage. Fine. Good. These are all the overperforming talents except maybe this one. And yeah, this is really good about him, and yeah, good. I'll never pick him anymore. I was losing with OP Rehgar. I'm not. It doesn't. The hero doesn't really fit me. Desperate Plea. Mana cost. All right. So the way Whitemane works, it costs 45, then 90, then 135. So now it's going to be 40, 80, 120. That's a huge buff. Mana cost increase per... yeah, well, there you go. That's a huge buff. Love it. Oh my god. Dude. Oh, Whitemane's actually going to be good. She'll still be a healer that doesn't have crowd control. Not much. She has a slow on a W, she can get a root. I know. But for the most part, she misses what Tyrande has, what Uther has, what Stukov has, what Brightwing has. but she'll be a sick healer. Intercession, cast range. Oh, I love that. Half more cast range. No longer... Oh, it's just cleanse now. A little bit less unique. I'll give a demerit point for it being less unique. But that is a buff. Interesting. Wow. She'll be strong. Radiance's heal now reapplies Zeal, resetting its duration. Okay, that's pretty cool. This doesn't get picked a lot. Shared punishment. Chaining damage is now 100%. Dude, not only is this more damage, it's also more healing, because for Whitemane, damage is healing. That's sick, dude. Harsh discipline. Reduce Inquisition's cooldown by 2 seconds as well. So if you go E-build and you get many plus, many plus, many plus, you get more W's, you get more W's, you get more W's. Because the level 1 already reduces it as well. And now you're rooting people, you're slaying them. I'm gonna play Whitemane, dude. I'm gonna play Whitemane. Melee Assassin, Alarak. Ruthless Momentum, W. And I think this is the less popular one. More CDR. The auto attack lifesteal and damage is insane, and yeah, that's fine. Okay. So he gets buffed to useless talents, or at least less popular ones. I think that's fine. Though I think the melee auto attack one needed a nerf, but then again, he doesn't see play in pro play. He's more of a pup stomper, and okay, fine. Fine. Wow. 2 damage increase. So they're using a new 4%er. Now their 4% is a 1.2, 1.8%. So they're making even more smaller changes, for the most part, unless a hero's OP. Okay, fine. I think this is good. More auto attack damage splash. Okay, good, good. More healing. Good, good. Requirement for bonus damage is also met if target is blinded. Oh, wow. Not just slow, root, silent, stun anymore, but blind as well. I think that makes a lot of sense. I feel like it should have always been this way. Chromie. Slowing Sands is no longer able to be picked in ARAM. Good. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there's no space to move in those games. Gul'Dan, life tap. More mana restoration. You know what they really need to do? They need to fix all those Gul'Dan bugs where he doesn't get enough lifesteal. I see this is a popular one with Twitch chat, except Lynn Depravity, who was a Chromie abuser and apologist. I respect that. Consume Soul. Cooldown reduced from 30 to 25 seconds. Consume Soul, okay. Wow. So he becomes better at self-healing if he picks this. And he gets better at mana restoration. He doesn't need to life tap very often anymore if he goes for this. Of course, keep in mind that the best win rate build for Gul'Dan is Saki build. Drain at level 1, 4, and 7 at least. Probably at 13 as well, and then whatever at 16, I think. So that's... they're buffing the ones that get picked less. The level 4 W is the one with reset if you kill with Drain. Bound by Shadow. This is actually my favorite. Okay. More ease when you hit people with Q. Even more. Interesting. Q build is getting buffs. That's my favorite. I can try it again sometime. 50 spell armor instead of 40. Dark Bargain, 40% health, but your death timer is longer, right? And Healthstone, well, so they make him a lot better at self-healing in many ways. This and this and... Q build buff. That was my prediction, right? I didn't know. It's a Q build buff, makes sense. Ruinous Affliction, 3rd hit damage increase from... Oh, that's quite a lot. 35 bonus damage from hitting that crit. So more than 10% damage buff on the buff. Not on the baseline, but on the buff. We think this is fine. We don't view this build as out of bounds, so we're just going to bring up the other two. Interesting. Yeah, 15%. That's quite a lot. But it's 15% on the damage buff, not on the total amount of... I mean, Corruption is hard to parse what the baseline damage is. So for that damage itself, it's 15% extra burst. Cool. Sergeant Hammer. Ambush. More ambush damage. Oh, who was that Sergeant Hammer main? Goldie. Goldie's going to be happy with this one. And Thief from Iceland. Advanced artillery, more splash damage. Nice. Maelstrom round CDR. Oh wow, they buffed all level 1 talents. Hover siege. Oh, this one is big. I'm gonna play hammer again, bruh. Graduating range needs fewer ticks of time in order to increase its range. Dude. And you may be thinking it's weird that the 2 siege talents get buffed, but the mine build actually has the highest win rate. The level 7 of multi-explosion mines and then the level 13 for spreading mines when you run are the highest win rate because they are the most independent. You don't need like to build a comp around Sergeant Hammer. Those mines, you ambush, you protect yourself with it. So this is actually, for Storm League, this makes sense. I don't know how this is going to affect competitive, but she barely gets played. She was played maybe once in CCL. Once or twice in multiple seasons. I like this. I think it's cool. She's very toxic to play against though, so I hate this as well. But as a hammer player, I like it. Shrapnel Mines is by far the lowest win rate. Even for full mine build, this build performed so poorly. It was like 20% less win rate when I checked it than everything else. Even though you had full mines, you had so many mines, you could have 15 mines on the field, it was still trash. So this is a valid buff. Ultra capacitors. Attack speed per stack increased from 5 to 10. No. This is not okay.
Monster kill.
That is not okay, I think. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're gonna see some stuff coming up. And yeah, they didn't have enough time to fix any of the other couple of 100 bugs, including cooldown self-heal, but that's okay. Interesting, we're gonna shake up the meta a bit. This was the March 29th Heroes of the Storm balance patch notes, and I rated, let's see, a 6.5 out of 10. Well played.
Everything according to plan.